Hello, welcome back to Fuse Entertainment. For our next review, which is from 2015's Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, which is part of the Mission Impossible 4K box set. Now, let's give me a second. It's a box set. You don't actually have plot synopsis on the box set. So, give me a second here. Alright. This will allow us to read the plot synopsis. Okay, here we go. With the IMF now disbanded and Ethan Hunt, Tom Cruise out in the cold, a new threat called the Syndicate soon emerges. The Syndicate is a network of highly skilled operatives who have dedicated to establishing a new world order via an expediting series of terrorist attacks. Faced with what may be the most impossible mission yet, Ethan gathers his team and joins forces with Elsa Fürst, Rebecca Ferguson, a disavowed British agent who may or may not be a member of this deadly rogue nation. Yep, that's pretty good. Doesn't give much away either, which I like. Alright. Well, one thing that people say, as a matter of fact, they even said it on the regular standalone release of Rogue Nation, is that it's better than Bond and better than Bourne. Well, think about this for a second. And as we have time, let me go ahead and delve through the plots of the previous Mission Impossible films. Alright. Mission Impossible. Ethan Hunt pretty much goes up against one of his own who has gone rogue. And is trying to sell a knock-list to the highest bidder to, wreak havoc with killing innocent undercover agents. Okay, where have we seen this before? Well, that plot, now it may not be the entire plot of the film that is taken from, but if you recall, in 1987, there's a movie called Living Daylights, to where you have Spielman, which is a knock list created by the Soviets to hunt and kill British agents. And Bond goes up against somebody who is trying to resurrect this thing. That's part of the plot of Living Daylights. It's not the main plot, but it's part of it. And that's basically the plot of Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible 2. Ethan Hunt goes up against a rogue agent who has turned away from IMF and is trying to sell a biological weapon to the highest bidder. Well, it may be a biological weapon and not, a weapon of mass destruction from a satellite, but ultimately at the end of the day, if you really think about it, a lot of Mission Impossible 2's plot is a complete rehash of GoldenEye. Mission Impossible 3. The whole point is, every single one of these, Mission Impossible 3 in a lot of ways relates to Unnecessary Secret Service. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol relates a little bit to License to Kill. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, believe it or not, relates to several James Bond movies in the terms of his plot. So, no, Mission Impossible is not better than James Bond, and is not better than Jason Bourne. At least James Bond films and Jason Bourne films will have to steal from one another to come up with a plot. That said, I still love the Mission Impossible films, and And I'm really have enjoyed watching these films and returning to them to change my opinion. Rogue Nation's a very good movie. I actually really like Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. I think it raises the bar, which is why it's definitely going to be in my top 4 favorite Mission Impossible films. Crime rank pretty high in there too. Alright, well, let's talk about the quality of the film. The Dolby Atmos sound presentation is the exact same as it is on the regular Blu-ray, but the 4K does raise the bar a lot. I cannot tell you how much watching all of these Mission Impossible films, all of them, except for Dead Reckoning Part 1, which I have only seen either in theaters or I've seen it in 4K on my setup. But when it comes down to the first 6 Mission Impossible films, I've seen them plenty of times in 2K at home. I can tell you that this is a completely new experience despite the audio being exactly the same on 4, 5, and 6. This is definitely raising the bar in terms of the picture quality. The color is very, very good. The restoration is very, very good on this. And also might add, this was the first Mission Impossible film to actually be filmed in 4K. So now we're really getting native here. Instead of it being a restoration and a remastering into 4K, now we're watching stuff that was actually filmed in 4K. So that really raises the bar even more if you think about it. So yeah, the picture quality is very, very good in this movie. The audio quality is very good as well, just like it was on a regular Blu-ray. You have a lot of effects flying around, stuff like that. Very good use of Atmos. As well as on the sub level, I add the subwoofer puts out a lot of amplified effect on this one, so keep that in mind. Now, my opinion. Have I seen better Mission Impossible films than Rogue Nation? Yes. Yes, I have. And I think I definitely said that the last time I reviewed the Mission Impossible films. And I still do kind of believe that to a point now. Now that I've rewatched these movies, it's really hard to. It's going to be really hard to get to the ranking of these films once I get to Dead Reckoning Part 1. But to give an idea about the way I ranked them the last time, so we can kill a little bit more time. I ranked Mission Impossible 3. It's like my second favorite Mission Impossible film, and Fallout's my first favorite. But that was back in a time where, you know, I was looking at the dark elements of it and not the fun elements. And now that I'm kind of mixing the fun elements and the formula of the Mission Impossible films, the ranking's a little different now. So this is why I like to return to these films every now and then. Now I will tell you right now, I'm doing a return series on Mission Impossible films. Don't expect me to do another one unless you get like an 8K release or something. You may have a completely new technology to watch this stuff on. Like maybe we'll have like, I don't know, a 11.2 Dolby Atmos sound presentation or something instead of a 7.1.2 or 7.2.4, whatever the hell this is, in 8K. Which I don't even want to know what that looks like. I know that 8K exists, but there's nothing actually on physical media that's designed to be an 8K source, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. But yeah, it gives your perspective a little bit of a change when you watch on the newer technology. And that's certainly the case with these, and it's been fun. Well, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation from 2015. If you haven't seen the film, check it out. And as always, subscribe and like this video and share it with your friends so I can be encouraged to make more. And I will see you guys next time.